When we think about dementia, we usually think of Alzheimer's disease, which mainly impacts older populations. But what about childhood dementia? Childhood dementia is a colloquial term for the disease Sanfilippo Syndrome, which is a rare genetic disorder that impacts around 1 in 70,000 children. Because of its rarity, families often receive multiple misdiagnoses before the conclusion of Sanfilippo is reached. And once they receive this diagnosis, the answer can only lead to more questions, because there's no cure for Sanfilippo syndrome. What makes treating this disease so difficult? Let's look at the biology behind childhood dementia. It all starts with DNA. Sanfilippo syndrome is an autosomal recessive disorder, meaning that someone needs two copies of the mutated gene in order to be affected. The gene in question is glucosamine N-acetyl-6-sulfatase, which gives instructions to make an enzyme that breaks down a carbohydrate known as heparan sulfate. Without the proper enzymes, these carbohydrates build up in a cell's lysosomes, the cell's garbage disposals, causing the cell to swell and leading to organ damage, making Sanfilippo syndrome a lysosomal storage disorder. In Sanfilippo, the buildup primarily impacts the brain and spinal cord, leading to symptoms such as movement disorders, developmental regression, seizures, and more, all of which are not present at birth but develop during early childhood. One main treatment currently being researched is gene therapy. In gene therapy, the defective gene is replaced with a functional one, usually via non-pathogenic viruses. These viruses are injected into the organs that are most affected by the disease and will insert a circular piece of DNA, a plasmid, into the cell's DNA, enabling the cell to produce the enzyme and reduce buildup. While this treatment can prevent further organ damage, it cannot reverse existing damage, which is why developing early detection tests is crucial to effectively address Sanfilippo syndrome. Clinical trials in gene therapy have shown promising results, reducing many of the degenerative symptoms of Sanfilippo. However, the novelty of this treatment means that there is minimal research on the risks of gene therapy. Although childhood dementia is an incredibly rare disease, research concerning Sanfilippo and other lysosomal storage disorders can have widespread impacts. Developments in gene therapy can be applied to various diseases, including hemophilia, cystic fibrosis, and many more. Lysosomal storage disorders are devastating for children and their families, and research and support for children impacted by Sanfilippo syndrome are the keys to turn a fatal diagnosis into a manageable one.